push the right buttons. I'm only coming on for 15 minutes, as you all are laughing who are checking in and saying, yeah, her 15 minutes are 3 hours. No, 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 no. I really have to go do hummingbird feeders. And I figured I would just try this and come on and look at the weather, how it's changing. This morning it was sunny. Oh, it's got one hummingbird feeder here. And I'm just sitting here. It's actually cold. It got cold. So today was an exciting day for me. I did a little bit in the garden. I am really going to devote a lot of time to this garden. I am hoping to find more time for this garden this coming year because I'm finding how important it is. I hope you can see these birds. I'm literally sitting in the garden. I am here. I can flip this around. See, my friend gave me this hat. I'm sitting here. I saw birds today I've never seen before. Hi, Par! I have never seen them. Let me turn this around because you don't want to see me. You want to see the birds. So I was sitting here earlier and about, I'm going to say 2 hours ago, I was going to put a video together and I thought, I'll come live for a minute and I'll see if I can get a video tomorrow together for you to see. And I'm looking at the warblers that were in the rock bowl that was right there, overcast and cool in Oregon. Look at this. Yeah, we were sunny this morning. So I'm sure you're colder than us though. And I was sitting here I think I was having coffee. And I look in the bowl and I see the yellow rump warblers, which they are here this time of the year. And then a little bird comes in and it's like, okay, it must be a vireo because we have a lot of those. And I'm looking and looking. And this is literally seconds. And I went crazy. Without yelling, I said to Gary, I have to cough. It's been so dry and I need water. I don't want to cough. There's a bird here I have never seen before. And so I ended up not coughing, which was good. And it turned out we were talking and the birds didn't mind. 2 of them showed up. They have never been, I don't want to say they've never been in my garden. Let me explain that. I'm not going to say they've never been in our garden because obviously they've been here and they like it here. I have never seen them. Some big birds, but he loves finches. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, let me back you up a little bit. They're not vireos. I don't know what they are. And he came running, not running, he was very quiet, came behind me, and he's looking, he's going, oh my goodness. He couldn't believe it. It's a bird that's not in the United States. And you know that we have a lot of the spice finches that were introduced. I'm going to turn you around. There's a lot of birds. We have a lot of spice finches. I wish you could see that up there. That is so cute. They keep coming in. And that's where we saw the new bird today. And he looked it up. He knew right away. Oh my gosh, I've seen these before. They must have gotten out of somebody's aviary or somebody brought them here. There's a lot of ways birds come to the United States. And he just went wild. But what it was, I'll see if I can get the video up tomorrow. They're warbling white eyes. And I knew their eyes were feathered with way more white than the vireo that we've got here. It was bigger, green, and there was a pair. Look at this. He is hoping so much that they stay here. Now, I told him, you can see by the videos I was taking, they obviously knew that bowl up there, the one that's up on top. Let's see it. It's up there, that bowl. They knew the bowl. Oh, they came in and they were bathing and splashing. They were there for like 5 minutes. I shut my camera off, the video camera, because I wanted to get a good photo. Oh, now the sun's going to come out. But the photos, I'm not happy with them. They're okay. Better than nothing. But I did get a lot of videos. So he's really excited. He's hoping that they stay. They have been introduced to Hawaii. And like I said, I'll try to get the video up. Oh, there's a turkey vulture up there. You can't see it. Way up in the sky. But he is absolutely hoping that they stay here because he said they can get established if they have enough food. There's a pair, but they're not going to nest until March. So he'll probably look up to see how they nest if he doesn't know already. Oh, the hummingbird's going to take a bath in the bowl. Look at that. Uh-oh, let me see if I can zoom in. I don't even have a video of him doing that. He just went in the rock bowl and took a bath. Let me see if I can zoom out. And so anyways, he's excited, which now we know they're here. So we'll probably see them because they came right in and took a bath. Keep looking to see if they're going to come back. But they were here for so long and they really took a really, really good bath. So that was very exciting. Where they came from, I don't know. We know, let me see if we can zoom out. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that call was. Gary's not here because we've got a lot of stuff going on. You know, he's working on the back room. He's got help working on the back room. He's doing something, so he doesn't even know I'm live. Anyways, I figured I'm going to go on live, and then I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll see if I can get the video up. They're beautiful birds. I don't know if I've got of course I've got my camera. I'm talking to you with it. So the pictures are on here. So I'll put something up. Right now, what do we have right now? I don't want to move too much because I'm literally sitting in the bird garden, like 5 feet from everybody. A lot of white crowns, and there's a yellow rump warbler. Tons of bush tits have come in all morning. I don't know if there's any spice finches. Oh, the spice finches coming in today. They were striped. You know, I would try to read my phone, but now the sun just came out, so I've got a sun glare in my eyes. I definitely want to expand this. So the other day sitting here, it might have been yesterday, I blocked this area. If you see, there's a new stick there. Oh, we go blurry when I do that. And there's a new stick back there because I saw a hawk come in. Obviously, he didn't get anything because he tried twice, which means he didn't get anything. But I put a stick there and a stick there. You probably saw that. That was weeks ago. And that stopped the hawk. So then yesterday, he came through and he wound around the front, but he couldn't go through. He couldn't go through that way because of his wingspan. He couldn't go through that way. So he ended up going by the rock bowl, but he couldn't really maneuver right. So he dropped down because, you know, the wall, the hidden garden is back there, or secret garden. So all he did was drop down and he left. So now I know I got to get more branches up. I was thinking of doing twine, but that's not going to do any good because the birds can't land on it in case some of the birds don't see it. I don't want them flying in it. So I'm just going to, little by little, get more branches. And then Gary put up the rebar there, which I want to put some dragon fruit on that. So I could put some more rebar through here. And then I want to move things around. But I want to expand the bird garden down there. Move the trough. I think I'll move the trough down there. In fact, what I'm going to do, Gary came up with a good idea, is we have a second trough that we bought that time. I think it was dented, half price, whatever it was. I might set up the second one, slowly empty that one out. Oh, look, the birds are in there right now. So you know something, please? I can't see because there's a glare on my phone, so I can't answer anybody. So I know Par is there. So if anybody gets really foul-mouthed, she's there to take whoever off. Anyways, going back to this, because I'll try to see if I can read it in a minute because the sun is glaring. But I'm going to put the second one on the other side and then slowly empty that maybe all winter, little by little. And then I'll have more of an area that I can set up for birds there. And then I've got already the rebar there. I've got an idea on how to set up a really cute chair bird feeder I'm going to do, but I'll put it down there. So see the sun? Let me see if I can see. I'm going to try to see if I can see anybody. Look at the plane. I am really not here to bore you to death. Please. I always worry about that. I'm going to come on, I'm going to bore everybody, and I don't want to do that. But I figured today I'm going to come out for about 15 minutes. I've already filled the feeders twice. There are so many hummingbirds. And if we get rain tomorrow, they said rain today, but we didn't get any rain. That even brings in double the birds because they can't find as much food because the flowers don't open right or they don't want to be out in the rain. And then they'll hang out in the window. So it'll be a busy day tomorrow. If I can ever get my area clean, I will then just turn on the camera and you can see what I'm doing. Right now, it's embarrassing. It really is. It's got all my stuff. It's got fountains I want to work on and projects I want to work on. And you know the old saying, out of sight, out of mind? Well, if I move it, I'll forget about it. So I leave them there and I pile up all this stuff. And like Gary says, do you really need a soda bottle here? Or you really need this or that? And I go, yeah, because it's a project. And if I move it, I'll forget. But I'm trying to organize better. So anyways, let's see if I can read anything without clicking off accident. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. See if we can read. The sun is going down. Susie, hello. Gary's not here. Debbie Keller, hello. You've been first so many times. I try to give you the little blue hummingbird. Let's see. It's cold and gray here in Texas. You're probably colder than us. What are we? I'm going to say 60. I mean, we're not freezing, but to me, that's freezing. Par, I already said hello to you. Sherry, I said hello to you, Oregon. It's so cold here in Ohio. Oh, Par, you're from Ohio. I feel for you. I don't do well in the cold. Give me the heat, but I do not do well in the cold. Do you ever put the bird feeders in the front yard? Do you ever put the bird feeders? I don't know how to answer that because Gary and I call different things. Like I call this the bird garden, and then he calls the back porch the front porch. So I don't know what is front or back. I keep the bird feeders here. And then see this we put up this summer? This has been great. So when it rains, I can pull the bird feeders and put them here. And it will be under here, and they come right up to the house and feed, and they don't have to sit in the rain. Some of them, I don't mind. I just go ahead and put food in it. The plastic containers have holes that I did with soldering iron because they don't mind wet seed. They just don't want this. They can't eat it when it's underwater, but wet seed, they love wet seed. So no, I don't really move them except for under this eave thing. And that keeps them, out of the rain. Let's see. Okay, now I got to start all over. It rolled back on me. Mr. Geek Me Out. Let's see. Okay, that's the question I answered. Let's see. Oh boy, now the sun. Gwen W. I'm the lady low. Oh my gosh, 35 degrees in Georgia. I feel for you too. Linford Pierce, hello. Let's see, Robbie. That hummingbird plant looks beautiful. Isn't that? This is sage. I got that right? Salvia. That's salvia. That's the hummingbird plant. And I broke a piece off today when I was working in here, which is not a problem because look at this. See that beautiful one there? I broke that off and I stuck it in the pot and did nothing more. I didn't trim it. I didn't cut it perfect like they say to cut it. Stuck it in the pot and it took off and grew. So I stuck another one in that pot today. It's amazing. And that's why when you ever get a plant that you kind of touch and they break, that's a good sign that they're designed to do that. So when they break and fall on the ground, even if it rains, it could be washed away. And then they kind of find soil. That's how they root. The hummingbird plants root really, really well. That's a helicopter. It's a commuter helicopter. Okay, so they do. I love the hummingbird plants. I'm starting to propagate them, and they propagate so easy. If I miss you, I'm going to miss you just by accident because there's so many here. Thank you, Par. Judy Hart Coffee. I'm drinking tea. I took tea. I had coffee this morning and tea now. Let's see. Spice finches are beautiful birds. I saw them in one of your videos. Not only are they beautiful birds, you go to the pet store, they're what, $100, $150 a piece. Can you imagine? And they're absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful birds. I'm so blessed to have them in here. We counted, I think, Gary's not here, 2-3 dozen recently we had in here. And this morning, the ones that were coming in, Gary thought there was something else at first. And I said, no, look again. Baby spice finches that were all brown are coloring up. So they're kind of looking mottled right now, very different. Another month they'll be looking just like their parents. Oh, Judy Hart, bird watching coffee break. Yes. This is so small to me now. Before I used to think it was big, and now I want to make it bigger. Let's see. You should get a smart bird feeder. Oh, I actually had a company that offered it to me. I don't know who they are. I've got companies all the time. I don't know what to do with them. They wanted to give it to me. What I didn't like is it has to have an app, and then you got to give them all your information. There were reviews on it. That's why I don't want to say the company that they said it kept dropping. What I use is my Wise Cam because I guess you do need an app, but I have more control over it and it's free. You don't have to pay. So I do use my Wise Cam. And then I can watch them. I probably will set up a Wise Cam on there because I want to see these birds again. See my Wise Cam? It's sitting over there by the window. I can just move it over there. And I'll probably do that one day real soon because I want to see if these birds are going to come back. Okay, so where was I? I'm trying to go through. I'm moving around a lot, so the birds aren't sure what I'm doing. And they come in spurts. Like this morning, there was one moment where there was nothing, and then all of a sudden a whole bunch of birds come in. Sometimes you need to have one or two come in, and then they know it's safe. Like when the new birds showed up today, as soon as they were done bathing, a half a dozen bush tits came in. They're really funny. They're really funny birds. They live in groups when they're not breeding, and they pick somebody in their group. It's not nice. They pick somebody in their group that is their spare, and they have the spare, the extra one, go out. And if he doesn't get eaten, nothing happens to him, then they all come in. I don't know what else to call it. But because of those new birds that were there this morning, as soon as they left, the group came in. I'll show you that video. That was cute. Let's see. Spice finches, new bird watching, smart camera. Is it Spencer PLL? I'd say Robbie. I meet it live. Oh, on the live chat. Yeah, nobody even knew it was going live. There is times like yesterday I was making cookies and I thought I should just turn on the camera. What was it? I was watching Hallmark. I think it was 12:30 last night. And then I thought, that's right. Let's bore everybody. Let's see how quick we can end our channel. Here's my problem. I don't have recipes. I just cook. I just go in the kitchen and I look to see what I've got. I've got almonds, I've got a little butter, I got a little oil. I can make cookies. I love these cookies. And if that's what you want to see, let me know because I'm telling you, I will bore you. So my garden is Par, you're covered in snow. I don't think I could live that way. I guess I could if the house was warm. I probably would take a room in the house and make it into like a greenhouse. Never. Yeah, you say that. William BIE, I think it is. HL, hi. Let's see, Linda. You know I butcher names, remember that. I butcher Latin names too when it comes to birds and stuff. CHIRICO. So glad to make it live. We are expecting rain tomorrow. Oh, in Georgia. You know, we were supposed to get rain today, and we still could, but they said we were supposed to have rain this morning. We didn't get any rain. Lady Cat. Let's see. Hi, guys. Cat Lady here. My mess is just as big as yours. Oh, I think I can outdo you on that. I really do. I do. I create these piles, and I know exactly where everything is. And if anybody touches it at that moment, I don't remember. I don't know where it is. Even if Gary said I'm going to move it there, I wouldn't know where it is. I know where everything is. You may see a big pile of stuff, and I could tell you where everything is. But I do have to get organized. Just a little bit better. Let's see. 20 degrees in Virginia. Oh, wow, William, wow. 20 degrees. And I'm complaining on what, 60? Let's see. Gwen W. I'm the lady. 3 days of rain and burn warnings. Burn warnings? Does that mean you can't burn? Because we get those no burn days, so I'm not sure what that means. Burn warnings. Question. What is your water trough from? This? Well, the water trough, let's see, that's Peggy. I got that at Home Depot, and the first time I bought one full price, and then I realized if they're dented, they want to get rid of them. So I talked to them, and then they reduced them really low. So we got one for my daughter, and she planted watermelon in there and got beautiful watermelon. She's got a video on that. And I planted tomatoes, which were beautiful, and you can see they're dying back. And then Gary planted, I think he's got water chestnut in his, and he's going to set up more. I don't even know what else he's got. Gary's garden is too much of a hike for me to go down to every day. But it's like the raised beds you buy. They've got the veggies and the birdies and all that. The problem is it's just me. So I'm not telling you they're no good or anything. They're probably perfectly fine, but you have to put them together and they're flexible. And they could break down. That's not going to break down. That is meant for cattle to bump on and everything. It is one piece. And I will tell you, I've got a video on that. If you ever wanted one, I can't remember what they are, $80, $90. You can get them dented. They're cheaper. But if you ever wanted one, Home Depot delivers one. I think you can get one for free shipping. I think they did in last summer. You can't get two. So it must fit a small vehicle that they do deliveries on. And they can't get two, so you would have to order one at a time. But I got it from Home Depot. But there's a lot of places you can get a water trough. And I'm using it as a raised bed, and it's fantastic. I would never fill that up with bag soil. To fill up that with bag soil would probably cost me $150, if not two. Somebody told me it cost them $253. I I make my own soil. Remember that. I'm in the living soil. I'm not saying not to buy. Oh, John Ray's birds. Hello. Brown thrashers have showed back up for winter. Oh, wow. I haven't seen my California thrasher lately. Maybe it's gone your way. No, I haven't seen them, but that doesn't mean they're not here. So I really do like the trough. I'm trying, it's scrolled, so I'm going to miss a lot. Okay, good. Sherry answered, William. It's a Cupia. And yes, so easy to propagate. Okay, now I know I've missed a ton of you guys. And do keep in mind it's 20 minutes, and I told you I was only coming on for 15. I'm going to make a liar out of myself again. Oh, see, I did scroll. I missed that, John. You're 17 degrees. Better you than me. Oh, that was nasty. Sorry. No. I don't like the cold. I know some people absolutely love the cold. My granddaughter loves the cold. She went to Chicago last winter and loved it. And it was what? Remember how cold it was then? She loved it. Me, I would die. So now I'm trying to go back. I know, I'm telling you now I'm going to. I think we're reconnected. I'm not sure. That's the other. Well, right now with everything. Let me turn that around. I did something really bad. Okay, there we are. And that I don't want to do. Okay, hold on. I think I'm connected back. I need to get hardwired out here. And I told Gary once he's done with the back project, we need to get something hardwired so I can plug in the phone. Let's see, that's why you live in beautiful. Yeah, and let me tell you something, John. The property taxes here are miserable. So that's what you pay for. And is it worth it? I don't know. As long as I can keep doing it. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm back. Okay. Yeah, I didn't do anything. I'm holding my phone, and the internet is right behind me. I've got Spectrum 20 feet from me, but it still does that periodically. I also live in an area because I'm in the city, but I'm above the city, like just out of the city. And because of the canyon, we have a terrible phone connection. Everything is really bad here. Let's see. Oh my goodness, my friend. I'm sorry. Let's see. Are you talking to me? Oh, there's Ben Dingo. Hello. Let's see, Robbie. I'm back. Okay. Are you sorry for me or are you sorry for somebody else? I might have missed something. Miss T with the T. Hello. Oh, hi, Miss T with the T. Hello. Let's see, Gwen. Fireplaces and sparks. Okay, so I see what it is. So you've got the people are burning leaves. Oh my goodness. We have no burn days. If we get really dry, then you're not allowed to have a fireplace. Unless you don't have a heater. I have a broken heater. But we haven't been lighting our fireplace lately. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. John is in there greeting everybody. Thank you. Mary Kerr, Kerr. So good to hear your voice. Thank you. Thanks. I want to use them as house skirts. Thanks. I want to use them as house skirts. Okay, I'm probably reading this backwards now. Oh, Claudia Ave. Hello from Australia. You're gardening now. I think you've got the weather's a little warm there. Let's see. Do you have beauty berries? Gary would know that. I don't know. Let's see. They're not native to Europe, but to Asia and America. They are edible, and birds love the berries in the fall. I'll have to ask Gary. Austria, not Australia, Austria. Sorry about that. I don't know. If they're native here, then they must be somewhere, but I don't have them on the property here. I think I would know that. Okay, I think I've scrolled back enough for everybody almost. Let's see. So let's see. Cold here in Maine. Oh yeah, Maine, which is so up there by Canada. See, so many people here are saying they lost birds ever since the Hurricane Lee. It really something. Let's see. I've never seen. Wow. Did they lose them or did they leave? Oh, there's a goldfinch in there. Sometimes birds leave. Even here, we get too hot. a lot of times the hummingbirds leave. There'll be very few, and then they'll come back. So sometimes they go to different areas. Birds know, so I don't know. But there has been different things going on all over. Let's see, Karen. Remember, hi, let's see. It's Karen. Karen? Let's see, and Dennis from Ontario, Canada. You're cold. Oh, you ordered a t-shirt and a travel mug. I'm so excited. I haven't even talked about that. I'm not even wearing my t-shirt. So I played around with whatever they call it, spread whatever it is. And I was going to go live. I was going to go live and talk about that. And I never did. Before I started here doing the gardening and all that, I've done so many things my whole life, writing and different things. I like art, and I started doing artwork. And then I was putting my artwork on bookmarks, and I had a whole store on eBay. I think my feedback is 30,000 plus. I could be wrong, could be 60,000. We must have sent out, when you think about it, you got 30,000 feedback plus, and very few people leave feedback. I don't even know how much we sold, but and they were cheap. And I was doing all my artwork and putting it on bookmarks, and they were going all over the world, every place. I think every country wanted them for kids and schools and everything. So I was doing that, and then this kind of stumbled into doing this because Gary was doing the wood chips, and I wanted Gary's family. Let's see how I'm gonna hold this. I wanted Gary's family to see he's okay and alive. And I started filming him or videoing him. And I was doing both. I did eBay for about 15, 16 years and finally gave it up. Time flies. So I could be a little wrong on that. And that's what I did. So then recently I saw that they've opened up this spreadshirt stuff. And I thought, well, I'll play around with it a little bit. And the one I like the best is the hummingbird sitting with the zucchini, which is from our garden, and the lettuce. And the hummingbird was, let me turn you around real quick. The hummingbird was actually photographed on the ball back there. And then I, cleaned it up really nice. So I enjoy doing that, but then it takes away from doing videos. There we go. So yes, thank you. I want people to know I'm not coming out here to say, hey, buy merchandise from me. I know times are tough. You don't have to buy anything. But I did buy a shirt. And I did buy a sticker, and now I made another design on totes, tool, and tubing. And I'm debating if I'm going to do any more. I probably will, but little by little. So thank you. I think it was fun. The shirt came. It was really nice. And we're going to get another couple shirts because Gary really liked it. I have to tone my artwork down. Well, the bird's left. Well, I hear him, but I don't see him. I have to tone my artwork down because I like busy. You probably can tell the way I do things. And I like a lot of color and a lot of stuff. So I can put a ton of stuff on one shirt. And then Gary always says, that's too much. What do I have on here? Nothing. And so he doesn't like a lot. He wants it simple. So I'll work on things. And you can even throw suggestions. I'm thinking of making a shirt for my grandson. Oh, now the birds are back. I should turn you around. So I enjoy that. I really enjoy artwork. I think after all the years I have made jewelry. I have done lost wax art, painting, drawing. I've never been good in drawing people, but animals. I knit a little, just a little. I don't really knit much. Gary knitted something once. Oh, you got 2 different t-shirts. Can't wait for delivery. They were really nice. I was very impressed. I got a men's large. Did I get a men's large or extra large? Oh, just an extra large. You said, okay, so you're here. So you can grab a chair if you want. I decided instead of doing the bird video, I got tired of working on a video, I'd come live for a few moments. Right. But, and you said it was too big for you? I like bulky. Yeah. Somebody asked me once at the thrift store, I was trying on clothes. Why do you always buy big clothes? I don't know. I think I want to be able to move a lot. So anyways.
Well, yeah.
Well, I like to move. I don't like things tight on me.
I used to wear extra large, now I wear large. And I didn't know for a while. I kept buying clothes sizes I'd buy 30 years ago.
Oh. Well, that's been my problem. I was buying for a while there 2X, and now I have lost some weight just because I'm so busy. So I probably only need a large, but I wanted to make sure it was fit. Plus, in the winter, I might wear the t-shirt on top of a long sleeve sweatshirt. I haven't seen those birds again. So, and I'm not answering anybody, but Par is there, so. Par is cold from Ohio. He or she? She?
She.
Okay, that's what I want to make sure. Anyways, I figured I'd come out here for a few moments. I do have to do hummingbirds. They're emptying out everything like mad. The birds have been coming in. They come and go. But the new ones, no. So you'll have to tell all the plants. Princess Pamela World says thanks. Again, I'm going backwards. So, and now I'm reading things backwards because let's see. Somebody from Austria, I thought it was Austria, asked about a berry. Let's see. Oh, there's so many. John Ray's Birds is here too.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Talk about somebody with a lot of birds.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if he's ever seen them.
If
If he saw them, they would have gotten out of somebody's aviary.
Yeah, I doubt it, but it's possible that he knows what they are if he
Okay.
knows different birds.
Claudia from Austria wants to know if you know what. Oh, I'm going to spell this. C-A-L-L. Oh, no, don't disappear on me. C-A-L-L-I-C-A-R-P-A, also known as beautyberry. Oh, you knew.
Calicarpia americana. Is that what she's asking about?
Well, if you're asking about me, she did not put in the Latin name.
Okay.
Oh, Calicarpia, that's it, yes.
I believe they're on the east coast. I'm not sure if they're on the west coast.
Oh, we don't have them here?
No.
Well, I know we don't have any on the property.
I know they use them in some of the southern states for jams and stuff.
Oh, John's asking, no, do you have spice finches, John? Because Gary's expecting that we'll soon see 100 at a time. But that's not the bird we saw today. Melinda Roth, hello. Tin Man, his message was retracted, so, oh well. See, the only hummingbirds I'm aware of that winter over the PNW are Anna's. PNW.
Pacific Northwest.
Oh. No, what was the name? Warbling?
Warbling.
I didn't tell them, I guess.
Warbling wide-eye.
That was amazing to see. That was utterly amazing. As soon as I saw that bird, I had a second, I thought it was a vireo. I am saying that right?
Yep.
And then I realized there's more of them. Unbelievable. And they were so at home that we know that they've been here constantly. They knew exactly where to go. They were splashing. We were right here. Okay, so John, where are you? Oh, he hasn't seen. Okay, John. Let's see, goldfinches and house finches. I can't wait till spring. That was Princess. Okay, so he hasn't. So John, you haven't seen a spice finch or a warbling white-eye.
That's correct.
I don't know if he's seen one. Oh, we have never seen one.
Yeah, I say warbler or warbling a little differently. So.
Well, that was absolutely amazing. It looked like something that would have been in somebody's aviary because I've never seen anything like that. The green was more of an olive color, but so bright. The eyes were so white on it. Okay, he retracted it. Not that he probably wrote anything bad, but he's probably trying to write something. Boy, I know how, if you're talking to your phone, some of the stuff it writes is unbelievable. Par's saying, hello, Gary. Goldfinches and house finches. Let's see. A lot of helicopters going back and forth. You know, I'm on for 35 minutes, and I swore I was getting off in 15. Gary, hello, brother. Oh, okay. John was telling you hello. I'm trying to see how many people Oh, yeah. I touched something, and I'll cancel everybody out. Mary got 2 different T-shirts. Knitting is my addiction. I'm swimming in yarn. Oh, Heather Z loves the knit. I've knitted scarves and stuff. I'm not real big on knitting. I've never crocheted. I should learn to crochet. And you knitted something once. You were going to take up knitting. I don't remember what the reason was. Was it supposed to strengthen your hands?
Yeah, trying to strengthen or make my fingers more flexible.
He got tired of it. It didn't work.
Well, that was before I got off gluten.
I know, it was a while
And
ago.
all my joints were stiff.
Okay, John hasn't seen either one. So he hasn't seen there's Sunshine Country Chickens. He hasn't seen either one. Well, I think the pair you're saying got out of somebody's aviary.
Yeah, they're introduced to Hawaii, where they're causing problems with the native birds because they eat insects and nectar. But in California, if they get established, I don't see them affecting any other species. So the white eyes are native in Australia, and they're not a problem. But they've evolved with the birds in Australia.
Well, they were absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't believe how beautiful. And being that they're insect eaters, we have a lot of insects.
And pollinators too. They're a pollinating bird too.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what
So
you meant by that.
No, that's a good thing. They've got two positive attributes. So.
But the idea that a pair came in, because that other bird that came in that we still to this day, we don't know what it is. And then I showed you on the photographs when I zoomed in, remember his nails were overgrown?
Yeah.
That came out of somebody's aviary. I found something in, oh gosh, like in the Middle East. It might look like something that came from there. But I don't know I still don't know what kind of bird it was. The birds are all coming in now. And I hear my bee. He's around here somewhere. So we've got one bird that came in. It was a single bird. It hung around for weeks. And it was so tame, it'd come right down to your feet, and we don't know what it is. There's your bee, Gary. They can't see him, probably. They are the funniest bees. The horsefly-like carpenter bees,
Yeah.
they're scary for some people. Long story, we don't want to get into that, but she couldn't get into her house because of the horsefly-like carpenter bee. They follow you around and they'll come right into your face and they look at you. They actually look at you. We did read that they know people, right?
Yeah, they seem to recognise faces, and they hover in front of your face like they're studying you. And she took that as it was threatening her.
And so you had to walk over there and show her that no, just ignore it and just keep walking.
As she stepped forward, it kept getting in her face, and she thought this thing's going after her. But what I think it was more of a curiosity.
Bye, Gwen W. Have fun. Just got to go to, I think, the choir practice. Yeah, so we know the bees. I just ignore them. They'll come right up and look, but they look at you. I've never been stung, so I know they don't sting. Look at the doves in the back. There you go. What is she holding up near? I definitely want to expand this. I so want to expand this garden, especially that birds are finding it here safe to come no matter where they came from. Like the ones this morning, we know must have gotten out of somebody's aviary, maybe. And you don't know how long they were out in the wild for anyways.
No.
You don't know if they were purchased. You don't know. Boy, they can bring in birds all kinds of ways. So we don't know anything about them other than we have never seen them here. They are not native here. They're not considered introduced here either, are they?
No. As far as I know, I couldn't find any recordings of them being here.
I'll have to do some more hunting on that tonight, maybe. I know the spice finches are considered, they're not native, but they're everywhere. No matter where you go to look them up, they are now considered introduced birds, but these were not. This was a first time sighting, and I've got the videos and the photographs and a pair. I still can't get over a pair. Oh, I hope they stay here. And then maybe I'll have 100 of them like the white crowns that are here. Carpenter bees will lay larvae in your FACEA board. Fascia. Oh, fascia board's the houses. The houses. Okay, I know what he's talking about. Yeah, you know what? They found the place and they're in your wood, the logs.
Well, this is an interesting cut. I identified them because they weren't behaving like carpenter bees, and they won't go into um, the type of wood that they look for. It's not even really wood, it's more of a herbaceous tree. They like material that's like balsa wood. So some of the other carpenter bees, like
Oh, the black
the
ones? I don't- what-
they'll go into rotting, regular rotting lumber. But these things, they only the only spot on our property, it's very soft material. You can bust it open with your hand, really.
Well, they haven't caused any damage here at all.
No,
And they're not even from here. Not really.
no, there's not very. It's very hard to find information about them from here.
It looks like they hitched a ride and there's maybe from Texas, I think it was.
Yeah, from southern Texas.
Let's see, I'll put this over here. Okay, 41 minutes. I'm only staying on for 15. I really do have to go do the hummingbirds. Let's see, Melinda H. Hi, Robbie and Gary. I live in Central Florida. Sometimes temperatures dip to freezing. This is my first winter with moringa. Let's see, any advice, let's see, you could give in the near future on your moringa?
If it gets into freezing, depending on your zone, you can cut it down to ground and it'll grow back once you get it established.
John wants to know if we have red-bellied woodpeckers. We have pileated. We have red-breasted sapsuckers. We've got the acorn,
Yeah, we've got the
flickers. I don't think so.
And no, we don't. And we've got the nuttles.
And
Did you
then
say nuttles?
I think I said nettles. No, I don't think we have that one. Not that I've seen. Tin Man, are you guys still getting lots of songbirds? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We've got the regular songbirds, song sparrow.
Yeah.
We had a whole bunch recently. The Lincolns, and they're all songbirds. And then we've got the warblers. We have a lot of
Yeah,
songbirds.
the warblers are starting, actually they're starting to come in a little more now.
The pretty ones, too. The ones that are full of color, because some are on the drab side.
And
He
there's-
said they look
there's
similar,
an-
raised.
There's an American pipit just landed in the bowl there, the fountain.
The one that's taking a bath?
Yep.
I don't see him. I think he
Yeah,
just
he's on
left.
the other side. He may not come around this side. Off he goes.
Okay.
He didn't like us being here.
He's been showing up a lot. And in the beginning, I used to get excited. Now I see him all the time. Red Base, B-A-C-E. Hello, hello. Almost missed the live. Yes, you would have, because I'm supposed to have been gone 30 minutes ago. Oh, Donald's here. Hello, Donald. Okay, he says it looks like the sapsuckers. You rarely see them,
Yeah.
but I do see them now. So we do have those. It's, thanks. Thanks for the stream, Robbie. So good to see you again. This was the spur of the moment. I literally was sitting here working on the video and thought, I'm just going to come on for a moment. I have a tea. I made a hot tea, which is probably not hot anymore. And I figured I'd come on for 15 minutes and just say hello. I so want to make this bigger. I think this is so pretty. I think to extend it through there, and then this is good, but I'm adding to it. I moved some stuff around today in here. I got to get rid of that fountain that I don't like that's hanging there and change that around.
Did you mention the branches at all?
I talked a little bit about branches. You mean about the hawk the other
Yeah.
day? Yeah, I've got to put something behind that bowl there because, let's see, where's the bowl? There. That's where he scooted through. But he had a hard time. He still had a hard time because of his wingspan. See, I'll put a picture. Oh, don't do that. It keeps telling me to knock somebody up. Let's see. I'll put a picture of the red-bellied woodpecker on my community page. Okay. I'll take a look at that. Thanks. Thank you, John. Let's see. Oh, we have goldfinches. They're beautiful. Yeah, we have a lot of them. That used to be rare here, and now we've got tons, like tons and tons. Just like last year, what do we have? A few dozen, and then sometimes they come in by the dozens. That's a joke because so many people cannot stand. What was that?
It's a warbler.
But he flew it into my
Yeah,
face.
he caught an insect.
Oh, I thought that was strange. I thought he was coming at the camera.
Now, they're fun to have around because sometimes they focus on the insect and they ignore that you're there.
Okay, I believe those are. Boy, I wish it'd be clearer. So those are. They call them yellow rump warblers, and some have more color than others. They're right now in the bowl. That's where the birds were this morning. The what do you call them again, Gary? Warbling.
White eyes.
The white eyes. Let's just call them the white eyes. It says they're from Japan. So what do we have in there now? That is the busiest water fountain here, is that bowl. Not counting this one, the one I got at the thrift store. But that little simple bowl with just the fountain, the solar fountain sitting in there. Oh, I just thought of something I was going to tell John. Just sitting in there bubbling away with rocks, that is so busy. Okay, John, what do you call it? My solar fountains, the small ones, don't have a leveler, what do you call it? A valve in there. I can't lower it or raise it. I looked on mine. I'm going to check the rest of them to see if it's just certain ones. But I did check mine because I've looked for that before. I have other ways of slowing it down. But I think yours was a better one. I think you had one that was a little better. I buy the ones that are so cheap. They're like $9, $10. And there was no way to do anything with them. Now they're putting filters on them and I take the filters off. Let's see. Yes, I have yellow rump warblers. Okay, so John's got yellow rump warblers there too. And Donald put up John's community page. Good, I'll have to go back and check that. Boy, that's got noisy over there. I do have to go do hummingbirds, so I'm going to get off in a few minutes. Robbie, thank you for staying on. I need your company right now. Oh, Lady Cat. You are sure that I am not boring you to death? I should just turn on. If you guys wouldn't mind, and I know you would, I could just turn on the camera sometimes when I'm in the kitchen cooking, but then there's no way to read anything, and he's usually doing something. You're not going to sit and read all the time.
No.
Especially if I'm doing it in the middle of the night. Like last night, you went to bed, and then I decided to bake cookies. They're so good. Oh my gosh, the cookies are so good. I just love listening to all the birds. Let's turn you around. Right now, there's a lot of doves in here. Oh my goodness, they're lined up on the back. You see them back there? They're all lined up. Okay, she's sitting out here in our plants. Why? And I don't know what that little bird was that's screaming. Okay, that was a white crown. That white bowl used to be red. And it faded and turned white. It's funny how some fade and some don't. You know, I'm really comfortable sitting out here and I have 1,000,001 things to do. So now we're just sitting here boring everybody. Mary loves listening to you. She says, I love listening to you and Gary as we sit here saying nothing. I heard a door. Let's see. But thank you, Mary. Let's see. I love seeing. Let's see. We're trying to reconnect, but we're disconnect. And you know, it shouldn't disconnect because the router is right behind me.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. It's 50 minutes, and I said it was going to be 51 minutes. You see, one more question from 1 to 10. How do you like Southern California? Are you asking me or everybody else? One more question from 1 to 10. How do you, that's a tough question. That's better to ask Gary because I was born and raised here and haven't been too many places. So I only know Southern California. I mean, I've been to Florida, flew through Texas. I've been, I guess, to quite a few different states. I like California. I mean, there's no doubt. I think the only thing I don't like about it, let's not go there. You start talking about, it's not safe to go to the stores, and you have to watch who's walking behind you, California was nicer when I was a kid. Let's put it that way. As a kid, I could come home from school, I could jump on my bike. I knew that certain days was trash day, which was so important to me, that I'd come home, get my homework done, jump on my bike, and I'd come home with all kinds of treasures. No kidding. And now you can't do that. As a kid, you can't just let your kids go and do what they want. That was smack in the middle of Los Angeles. But I like the weather. Is somebody calling? I'm used to it. Could I leave California if I had to? I would if I had to. I mean, there was one time I was thinking about Nevada. I've been thinking about Arizona. I've thought about Florida. It doesn't mean I've gone anywhere. As long as I can, I would stay here. It's the one that you want to ask is Gary. So what do you think of California?
Well, I guess I stayed, didn't I?
Yeah, but you were going to Canada. You said
Yeah.
goodbye to me and you left.
Yeah, I had a work permit for Canada, and I came back down.
Yeah, because it started to snow.
Yeah, so I drove from San Diego to Vancouver.
I thought you left from here.
I did, but I left from San Diego.
Oh, from
first,
okay, yeah.
So,
So I don't know. I guess you get used to someplace. Everywhere used to be surfer. Why? Because we didn't have social media and internet. Oh, safer. Yes, we didn't have social media and internet, instant communication. We didn't know what was going on all the time. I heard that from somebody else recently, and that is true. But I will say, I do think it was still safer years ago than it is now. Living in LA, when I was growing up, you didn't see people all over the streets. They didn't even allow that. When you know what I'm talking about. It was safer. The communities were safer. Everything was, I think, different. And it is true. You do hear about things now more, but I think in general it was different. To me, it was different, and people got to know their neighbors even more then, I think, than they do now here. I knew all the neighbors growing up, everybody in the neighborhood, everything about them. And here, a lot of people, I think, maybe it depends on the community, but they tend to stay to themselves. But we do know some of our neighbors. And I'm lucky. My neighbors are wonderful people. Let's see. I live in Sunshine Country Chickens. I lived in Anaheim. I was in first grade. Let's see. And I'm glad I'm in Texas now. Anaheim probably isn't the same when you grew up. Let's put it that way. Not now. So let's say I live in Blue Ridge Mountains. That's John Ray. Okay, he's answering other people. Good. There is so much, and I know I'm going to miss. Oh, hello, Angela. I don't think I said hello or your name. I have gone back, and I am watching a lot of your cooking shows. Oy. I'd love more recipes on how to use zucchini, please. I should just turn on the camera and say, okay, I'm using that today, and that's it, because I just use things. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with the shark fin melon. I picked a small one. I love my cup. I picked a shark fin melon, a small one. I want to cut it open and see what that looks like. I was going to do that live, so we can all sit and we can taste it and see what we think. And goodness gracious, I put one of them started to rot, and I threw it in a compost bin, and I hope that doesn't end up taking up over, because once they grow, they don't go away. Okay, so John, Ray and John are talking to each other. Red and John are talking to each other. My tomatoes died too, over there. I've got other tomatoes growing, and that's why I'm going to change things up this year. I'm going to be hopefully a little more careful and think about how I plant things so they last long. That's too much in the open, and it's getting cold from the canyon, so they all are dying back, and I really, if I was smart, I'd do some cuttings and bring them in. But I've got other tomatoes going really strong. Michelle Mason, hello. Let's see. Yes, more recipes, please. Linda Hernandez. Hello, everybody. I saw Michelle. Okay, I think I'm pretty good. Heather C. San Jose here, but grew up in Madison, Wisconsin. WI.
yeah.
And Okay, so a lot of people are talking among themselves. Boy, if they would do that, I'd just turn on camera and go in the kitchen and cook. As in the day of the Noah. They can take a lot from us, but we have the best weather. Dory, CM, California. And that is the thing. Without a doubt, we have the best weather. Now, it has been getting a little colder lately, but temperatures change because I can remember back in the 80s, I used to wear thermal underwear in the winter. And then when I moved here, and it wasn't far from where I lived before, the first year I did, the second year I didn't, and I haven't worn thermal underwear again. So it went from being really cold and it started to warm a little bit, and now we're kind of on the cool side again, so we'll see. So, the weather does change. It goes up and down. We all know that. And right now we'll see what happens this winter. I have no idea, but that is very true. We do have the best weather. Okay, I think that's going to be it because I do have to go fill 2 dozen hummingbird feeders. I know they're not struggling because the moment they start struggling and there's not enough food, then they start hovering around here and looking for me. Oh, I just chased everybody away. So I'm going to let you say goodbye. I'm going to say goodbye and then I'll.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm going to turn you around. Okay, so red is an 8B. Last year I grew zucchini but didn't get one this year. You didn't get one this year with my advice? Let's see. Last year I grew zucchini but didn't get one this year with your advice. Well, maybe it got too cool. They do need warm weather, so we'll have to work on that because I'm going to start changing a lot of stuff around and making sure that things that need warm weather, well, we're going to set it up differently. Clyde say they have thermal underwear. Well, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody because to try to say goodbye individually. Hello, William. It will be too hard. Thank you, Donald and Par, for doing everything here. Cooking with Robbie and Zoe from our garden. Oh my gosh, what is Zoe doing? Speaking of Zoe, dog learned that where the compost bucket was, so that's not good. I had to put a cover. Okay, say goodbye because my 15 minutes turned into an hour.
Yeah, I've got a few things to do before it gets dark.
Yeah, it's getting dark already. And it gets dark here so quick. I wish they'd leave the time alone. So everybody, thank you for stopping in. Hope I didn't bore you too much. Like I said, I just came out here to have a tea and thought I would just say hello, and all the birds left. I go, she's moving around too much. Actually, that's what there's still a dove there. The lonely little dove that sits there. So there you go.
If it's the baby that was so tame.
I don't know, but he would sit here at night and just sit. He just took off.
Yeah, that was funny. We'd walk around and he'd just sit there in the bowl, just watching us. And the others would take off. So.
Anyways, we are off to go do hummingbirds first. And I don't think I need to water anything because they're calling for rain. Now we got blue sky again. Go figure. Like I said, when I started this, it was dark and gray. I love the singing of the birds. Have a wonderful evening, everybody, or day, depending on where you are. Thank you for popping in. Please advise us on cacti real quick. Gary, Claudia wants to know, please advise on cacti.
What sort of cacti?
I don't know. Claudia, what type of cactus? Cacti. Robbie and my 2 cats keep looking around for bird noises. That's red. I don't know. I've changed my entire gardening to your style. Thanks a bunch for your hard work. My Florida oasis.
Yeah, the only 2 cactus that I work with are Peruvian apple cactus that I've got in pots and dragon fruit.
The birds are back.
So that's the 2 that I know a little bit about. I don't know a lot.
Yeah, and I've got a cactus I picked up on the side of the road because there were no thorns. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, that's a prickly pear.
Prickly pear?
Yeah.
Plane up in the air. Can't even see it. All right. Let's see. And I know once it's so hard to get off. Let's see. With your advice, I'm bringing in 1 zucchini. Oh, cool. Angela's getting. With your advice, I'm bringing in from Australia. Angela, you know who Angela is?
Okay, yep.
Dundon? Dundon, let's see, with your advice, I'm bringing in 1 zucchini every day here in Australia. Perfect. And remember, if you've got extra baby formula, oh my gosh, do they go wild with that? So that's only if you're having issues. And now the birds are all coming back in again. That's what they do. They come in spurts. Tin Man's got fountains all around. I have one. You would be proud of me. It's an old small washer wringer. Oh, no. Let's see that the water comes out of the hoses into the the washer. That would look beautiful. Okay, it's Austrian lack of Austrian lack of knowledge. It probably went to something else I missed. How about dragon fruit? Claudia's asking about dragon fruit. Well, you're going to do a video on dragon fruit. That'd be the best thing because there's...
Yeah, I've got a lot of things going with the dragon fruit. I've started quite a few from seed. I've got my cuttings that I'm working with. Right now, we'll probably be heading into a point where they'll go dormant, so they won't put on any new growth. They'll just sit there. Hopefully the cuttings that I've got, I can get some roots established on them so that they'll be established and ready to go next year when it starts warming up again. I've got a lot of seedlings, so I'll be working with a lot of yellow fruited cactus.
That'll be nice. The birds are coming all over the place. Look at this. They're trying to get their last feed before it gets dark, the birds. That's what the hummingbirds do, too. See, well done, both of you. Your program, I do enjoy watching your garden. That's Michael Brown. Okay, I'm going to say again, thank you. Sorry for cutting it short. It's only 63 minutes when I told you 15 minutes. And I'm going to go get some stuff done, go fill the hummingbird fountains, the hummingbird feeders. And I don't know, you can check and see if the birds need any more seed here.
Yeah.
That's something I have to talk about. The seed bill on that. Oh my gosh, we're buying finch mix, parakeet mix, sunflower seed. Unbelievable what we're going through now. That was not expected. And what am I going to do? Stop? You had to go pick up bird seed recently. All right, everybody have a wonderful evening, wonderful day. And I'll try to get that video up because those birds that were there were amazing to see. And wherever they came from, I sure hope the pair continue to come back. I can't actually, and they now know they have a place to bathe. So wave goodbye, and I'm going to say goodbye. I say goodbye. He's waving, Gary. He's waving. Okay, bye, everybody. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you. And we'll talk more about... You use 120 pounds a month. Yeah, we're easy there now. Gary just picked up... What did he pick up? A couple 50-pound sacks of finch.
And parakeet.
And 100 pounds of parakeet.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many sunflower, not counting the peanuts by in between. All right, so yeah, I feel for you. I know how it is, but you know what? This is really enjoyable. I keep looking to see if they're going to come back. I don't think they'll come back till tomorrow, but there's all kinds of birds here. Everybody have a wonderful evening, wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.